Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Douglas, Senior Charitable Giving Advisor at the Community Foundation of Greater Des Moines. And today I'm joined by Ashlee Vieregger, Senior Lead Advisor at Foster Group and also member of our Professional Advisor Council.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Great to be here.
Thank you. So Ashlee and I have actually been in conversation for the past few months planning for this video, thinking about what value could we bring to fellow advisors and our community around philanthropic planning. And we kept coming back to this kind of central theme of family conversations, unique family dynamics, and how that's really an area of emphasis for us as advisors. Maybe you could just describe what you've observed in your career relating to these kind of family conversations and unique family dynamics.
Sure. Well, first of all, a lot of families are understandably reluctant to have intergenerational conversations because they really don't have a model for what it looks like. It's maybe not something that they grew up doing. They may have come from a family where we just really didn't talk about money very often. And so when it's unfamiliar and it maybe feels weighty or scary, of course, the natural response is going to be, well, I'm just not going to engage in that. I'll wait until I feel like I'm ready, which may well be never. So fellow advisors, you've heard this stat, something like 90% of children who inherit wealth from family will ultimately make an advisor change. They won't use mom and dad's advisor anymore. They'll turn to someone else, someone that they have a relationship with. And so if we're able to have these cross-generational conversations, ideally early, then we have some opportunity to not only serve mom and dad well, but younger generations of the family. And so we call this work family governance. And so a lot of times what we'll start with is philanthropy, because a lot of our families are really generous and they have a strong sense of responsibility and intention for the kinds of investments that they're making in the community. And so if we have parents that are going to allocate a certain amount of their wealth or income every year to give toward charity, well, let's bring the next generation of the family into that conversation. Let's lay the groundwork in a way that feels approachable and fun and will get us in the habit of having family conversations, but not in a way that feels scary or risky or just truly uncomfortable. And you've never seen a client get more excited about the philanthropic giving, the impact that they're having in the community. And so my challenge to fellow advisors is to lean into that part of the work that you're doing and have those philanthropic conversations, because they can be an excellent way to engage the next generation and stem the tide of, parting with a good client that you could help, just because you haven't had a lot of familiarity with the younger generations.
Yeah, and I know from various studies and the Chartered Advisor and Philanthropy studies, it's a great way to introduce kids to finances and investments.
It really is a fabulous teaching tool. And like you said, there's really no substitute for experience. If we don't get hands-on with it, it's all conceptual and it all looks good on paper. But until we're really doing it with a family, it's hard to have that direct impact.
Yeah, great. Maybe tell us from your own experience, what have been some great takeaways or lessons having had those conversations or navigating tricky situations with families?
Well, I would just encourage professional advisors to ask the clients if that would be of interest to them. Invite them to that kind of conversation. Your clients may not know that that's even something that you would offer as a service with your advisory lineup that you're being able to offer to the family. And so being invited feels good. Our clients feel that way too. They may not know that they would benefit from this, or it would be something that would be worthwhile to consider. And as an advisor, the worst that you can hear is, not yet, I'm not ready to do that, ask me again. We've got a lot going on right now, let's put that on the agenda for next year. So number one, don't be afraid to invite the client, even if the first answer is no. And I would say paint the picture of really what some of the benefits could be. So we can gather as a family, we can have an intentional conversation, we can start to dig into some of these topics, and really we're trying to build rhythm and cadence and repetition and confidence, and we have to start that momentum somewhere. So starting anywhere is better than lingering in silence. Clients are really looking at advisors for us to lead them in this regard. It's a rare client who's going to come to you and say, I'd like to have a family meeting with all my children, and this is the agenda. We need to be proactive in presenting that to client families so that they can really take advantage of it.
Great. Ashlee, thank you for offering your expertise, and I know that this is going to be a very powerful video for our advisor community. We talk so much about the technical. It's great to really step back and talk about why it's important, especially to the business with that attrition rate we talk about, but really to best serve that client and their kids. So,
you bet. Go get them, professional advisors. You can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.